Shortly after the earthquake, we were talking about the fact that people need to be prepared and check your earthquake kits, make sure that they're all up to snuff. And you both pointed out you don't have any earthquake kits.
And we were going to appoint you to help us.
Well, well, you don't have to look for my help, but the folks over at the Pasadena City Fire watched the show that night, and they sent some emergency kits out to
they did.
to the three of us. And
is this for me or is this for Ev?
For both of you. Okay. We've got one for each. And,
do you get one
and everybody at home should be doing this. I mean,
this is great.
We can't say this enough. But
look.
First of all, they're backpacks, which I like. They're backpacks because it's a lot easier to throw on.
And they're red, so you can spot them easily, right?
Fabulous. Cool. Look, this is really cool. Thank you, Pasadena Fire.
Thank you, guys.
Pasadena City Fire.
This is
and rescue team. I think
how does that look?
This looks amazing.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's a little big.
Well, no, everyone does need, like, one of these.
Wait, can I will this be really loud?
That's a whistle.
You have to go.
It's really loud.
You have to share with our audience what we're looking at, though, ladies.
Okay,
these aren't just toys.
We've got a hard hat. Yeah. Obviously, you see them, and a whistle,
which will work if you don't cover the top of it.
You don't cover the top.
It's not a flute.
Oh, there you go. Okay. We've got a mask because we need one of those. Thank you.
We get the point. Gloves. By the way, this is something I never thought of was gloves, because how often do things fall off shelves? You've got broken glass. You have to pick things up.
Those are good quality gloves.
Great idea.
Very much.
A mask.
Great idea.
Yes.
Just in case you don't want to
inhale
smoke.
There's natural gas, which you can't see, and so you want to throw on the mask. And then this is a safety vest.
This is a safety vest for you all.
Oh my goodness.
By the way,
so there you go.
By the way, if you're in an earthquake or an emergency, fashion is not important. So
no, but the red is a nice color. I like the red.
Thank you so much,
choice.
you guys.
Thank you so much. That was so thoughtful of you.
I feel so much better because really after the earthquake, I really got worried. I went home and I thought, I have a couple bottles of water and a couple Band-Aids, and that's pretty much it. So
we've been asking Rick to put one together for us for the longest time, and
with some help from my friends at Pasadena City Fire.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And also some safety glasses and you can add water and dried, freeze-dried fruit to some of this. Now, on flashlights, they have crank flashlights as well. Those with batteries are also the crank ones. In case your batteries run low, you can just crank it up with your hand. It's really just a neat. So at home, quit putting it off. You want to get something like this in your house because
you want to look like this,
especially where we live.
Be prepared.
And by the way, it's not just for earthquakes.
Right.
The flooding that's going on, the fire damage. You want to have stuff that can protect you.
Exactly.
This
rain was brutal because yesterday I'm sure all of you did the same thing. You really didn't want to go outside. You just want to stay home and watch TV or watch movies in your pajamas. It was one of those days.
Right. You know?
So
was that my cue to take the hat?
You can keep it on if you want.
Keep it on if you want.
Okay.
I just had to take mine off.
Okay. All right.
Just in case any debris coming down while you're doing the weather.
Perfect. You think I can do the weather like this?
I can't. But this is not over. I mean, the worst of it's over, but we have some more ahead. Is that right?
Yes, we do. I think it's time. I think it's time. Okay. How's the hair? Is it okay? All right.
Thanks again.
Is the hair okay?
Thank you to the Pasadena City Fire Department. We really needed this. And again, with everything we've been talking about, we've been talking about the earthquake, we've been talking about the storms, the flooding, everything. I mean, everything that we're pretty much prone to here in California and all over the world, we're a little more prepared now. So Sharon is removing my vest, so I will not be doing the weather in this red vest, but I will keep it. I'm going to take this home, and I feel a lot more prepared now. So again, big thank you to the Pasadena City Fire Department for that, and thank you, Rick, for helping us out with the kits as well. So we will get to the weather, though, because you're probably wondering, well, when's it going to stop raining? And it sort of has, but we're still looking at a few leftover raindrops here, getting a look at, well, the Santa Monica Pier, several people out and about. So that generally means the weather's okay. So weather's okay for now, but we're still dealing with a few leftover showers in the forecast. The hair is still a little from the hat, guys. You have the hat hair going on. But yeah, showers and thunderstorms in the forecast for tonight. Nothing major, just a few pop-up thunderstorms here and there, just a few showers and snow flurries here and there as well. We're drying out as we head into tomorrow, so we get one dry day before, there it is again, another chance of rain in the forecast. Wednesday through Friday, we're expecting that chance of rain shouldn't be nearly as bad as what we saw on Sunday. So again, we're expecting rain, but it should be, we don't want to call it minor, but again, the storm not as big as what we saw over the weekend. And speaking of weekends, Once we head into this weekend, well, we're expecting a ridge of high pressure to build into the forecast, and we're expecting quite a warm up as we head into the weekend. But we've got a little bit of time before we get there. Let's get to radar first and foremost. Here you go. Leftover showers in the forecast, leftover snow flurries, even a pop-up thunderstorm you'll see passing through San Bernardino in the last 3 hours or so. This is your 3-hour radar loop. So this is what you saw 3 hours ago up until now. So again, we did see some severe weather over San Bernardino. Looks like we're still seeing a few snow flurries as you approach Big Bear right there along Highway 18. But for the most part, things are really starting to calm down compared to where we were. Not looking at any watches, advisories, or warnings in our immediate forecast, but as we take it up north to the south coast right there, Santa Barbara County still under a flood warning because of all the rain we got pretty much all weekend long. We got plenty of it, especially yesterday. So here are your rain totals again. These are your totals from Friday. Again, we did see rain Friday night, and then we saw a little more rain Saturday night. And yesterday, as you probably will know, was very, very intense in the way of rain. So with that, rain totals just over about 2.5 inches for downtown. That was actually a record. We saw record rainfall for downtown yesterday. Several records broken. Long Beach, you'll see just under about 1.75 inches of rain there. Van Nuys, just about 6 3/4 inches. So you'll see just under 7 inches there, just over 6 inches for Northridge, and about, well, 3 inches, just over 3 inches of rain in Santa Monica since Friday. So these are very impressive. Again, these are your rain totals from the entire weekend. Temperature-wise, we're still far below average. We only topped out into the 50s today. We're still lingering into the 50s right now. 51 in Beverly Hills. Over to downtown, you're at 53. Alhambra at 46. Commerce at 52. And over the coast, Santa Monica, we did see a few people out and about on the piers. So that generally means the weather's a little nicer, and it is. It's just a little cool out there. We're at 53 degrees. And again, that's for Santa Monica currently. Taking you down to Orange County this evening, pretty cool for you as well. We're at 50 for Westminster. As we take it over to Fullerton, 51 degrees, and Cerritos at 52 degrees. So taking you through Futurecast, the big question now is, well, when's it going to stop raining and when's it going to start raining again? Well, Futurecast showing you by 7:15. That's 7:15 earlier today. This is what we saw. So we're taking you back just about an hour or so. And this is what we're going to continue to see into the next couple of hours. Just a few flurries again in the way of snow and just a few drops in the way of rain. Nothing major. We are keeping it mostly dry as we head into tomorrow. Not ruling out the chance of a shower, not ruling out the chance of maybe a stray thunderstorm here and there. But for the most part, again, we're starting to dry out, and we're actually keeping it dry as we head through tomorrow. 10:15 tomorrow morning. Mostly dry conditions. Could even see a little bit of sunshine. We're calling it partly cloudy to mostly sunny tomorrow afternoon. But take a look at what starts brewing as we head into Wednesday. In the early morning hours, you're going to see that rain making its way off the coast right there down into our forecast, gradually getting here. You'll see Santa Barbara getting hit first. And once again, by about Wednesday early morning, we're looking at rain in the forecast right around that morning commute, starting to get a few drops working its way into about Ventura County. In the basin, still waiting for some rain, but take a look. By 2:45 on Wednesday afternoon, we're getting hit pretty hard. We're seeing green showing up on Futurecast. We're also looking at a little bit of yellow showing up on Futurecast, and yellow generally indicates moderate rain. So take a look at this legend right here. Again, light is green, heavy is red. That generally indicates thunderstorms. So we're going to see something just above light. So we will see some heavier showers, actually heavier rain. And again, it's going to be pretty widespread. Pretty much everybody in for that chance of rain as we head into, well, Wednesday evening, about 6 o'clock, 6:15 or so. Most of that rain starting to move southward and eastward as well. So could see a few heavier drops right there through Palm Springs, through San Diego. And by 9:30 Wednesday night, looks like we're mostly dry, but we are still keeping that chance of rain in the forecast. For Thursday, early Thursday morning, we're mostly dry, but here's that next chance by 10 a.m. on Thursday. Take a look right here. Rain spanning from Santa Barbara northward, finally making its way into the forecast again by Thursday night, or actually Thursday morning rather, right before noon, 11:45, still looking at that chance of rain, and by Friday, we're at it again. So let's get a look at your 5-day forecast. You'll see right here, partly cloudy as we head into tomorrow, chance of rain by Wednesday, rain likely by the time we hit Thursday, and then a chance of a shower as we hit Friday. If you're looking for warmer and drier weather, again, we'll have it tomorrow. We'll probably squeeze out a little bit of sunshine and warmer conditions once we hit the weekend. Let's get a look at your next 5-day forecast. And as we do, you'll see right here, same thing goes. Keeping things mostly dry for tomorrow. But as we head into Wednesday, rain is pretty likely. As we head into Thursday, rain is pretty likely as well. Showers are possible by Friday, and by Saturday, we're drying out. So it looks like we're going to head back to you guys momentarily. But remember, if you want a little break from the rain, you'll get it tomorrow. You'll see rain Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, drier conditions by the time we hit Saturday. Rick, Sharon, back to you.
Talk about the weather because
should.
Spring officially
Did you
sprung
feel
on
it?
Sunday.
It's sprung.
Right.
Did you feel it
too?
I could tell.
I don't think any of us really felt it. Does it feel like spring out there? I don't think so.
It was brutal yesterday.
It was brutal.
And this morning.
And this morning, but not as bad.
No.
But spring, I mean, spring is in the air. It's technically the vernal equinox, and it began yesterday. So technically, we're supposed to see about 12 hours of day, 12 hours of night, and the vernal equinox is essentially the start of spring. So we started off yesterday, well, with very unspring-like weather, and we're still not looking at very spring-like weather. As we head into today, we are getting a shot outside right now. Looks like a downtown right there in the distance. Or nope. Century City in the front, downtown in the back. There you go. A different shot for us tonight. So it looks pretty decent out there. Things are starting to dry out. Again, I say decent because we're still dealing with a few leftover showers. We're dealing with a few leftover snow flurries, even a few pop-up thunderstorms. So we're not ruling out that out of the picture at all. So you'll see most of the activity is taking place to our east. We're still dealing with a few showers right along the 15 and the 10 right there. And you'll see a little bit of a red showing up on radar in our 3-hour loop, and that essentially indicates a thunderstorm. So we did see some severe weather over San Bernardino a little earlier this evening, and we're not ruling out the chance of, again, a little severe thunderstorm here or there into the overnight hours. Starting to see a little bit of snow still developing over Big Bear, and we did get a decent amount of snow. We're going to have all those snow totals coming up for you. Very impressive, up to 3 feet in some spots actually, and spots like Big Bear and Wrightwood getting a couple feet of snow just with the storm system alone. So a very significant amount of rain and a significant amount of snow. So we'll have all those totals coming up for you. But again, things are starting to calm down. You can tell on radar right here, no watches, no advisories, just to our north over Santa Barbara. So more on that coming up in just a bit. Of course, your rain totals, your snow totals, and your 5-day forecast. Back to you. I covered beta breakers up in San Francisco, and actually, you know, there's a lot of just people that kind of treat it as a fun run, but the professional runners, not the case. They were so happy. It was really cold.
Really?
It wasn't raining like it was just the other day, but it was so cold, and the professional runners were so happy about that. Yeah.
Wow.
So,
makes sense.
You know, happens. So, but a lot of people didn't really make that happen. But I can understand. We were saying you train for months and months, so you don't want to give it up the day of, but sometimes you just gotta, because it was that cold and it was that wet. That was the big thing yesterday. If you're wondering, well, how much longer are we going to see this rain for? We are still seeing a few drops here and there, a few snow flurries here and there as well. But for the most part, we're starting to dry out for now. For now, is what we're saying. So we're going to tell you when we're expecting that next chance of rain. But we are taking you outside to Long Beach this evening, where we're dealing with, again, mostly dry conditions at the moment. So a few inches of rain over the weekend. So very impressive rain totals. We'll have those just momentarily. You'll see most of the showers push their way eastward at this point. We're still getting a few pop-up thunderstorms, still getting a few snow flurries at this hour as well. But again, everything really starting to wind down. We did see a severe cell over San Bernardino earlier tonight. Made its way into Big Bear, turned into snow, and now things are really starting to calm down across the board for everybody. So again, not ruling out the chance of a shower, a snow flurry, a thunderstorm in the next 24 hours. And, well, we're ruling out the chance of any watches, advisories, and warnings, at least at the moment. To our north, though, over Santa Barbara County, we're still under a flood warning there because of all the rain we saw. But at this point, again, in our forecast area right here at home, not looking at anything major in the way of advisories or warnings. But we are looking at some major rainfall totals. These are your totals from Friday. So we saw just over 2.5 inches for downtown. Long Beach, well, you're looking at just over 1.5 inches of rain. Van Nuys, just under 7 inches of rain, just over 6 inches for Northridge. Very impressive. Again, these are your totals from the entire weekend up until 5 o'clock this evening. In Santa Monica, totaling 3 inches, just over 3 inches of rain. So very impressive rainfall totals. We set various records. We saw up to 2, 3, even 4 feet of snow, around 8,000 feet. So very impressive there. And at this point, again, we're not ruling out the chance of a shower or two into the overnight hours. By the time we hit tomorrow morning, we're up to 54 degrees, partly cloudy conditions, mostly dry, and keeping things dry into the afternoon hours. We are keeping things quite a bit cooler, though. As we head into tomorrow afternoon, we're into the 60s, and again, keeping things mostly dry. So future Futurecast showing you things really starting to clear out as we head into the next few hours, into the overnight hours. And into Wednesday, well, we're going to be at it again. We're taking you through Tuesday. That's tomorrow. And again, we're keeping things mostly dry, but we're reintroducing a chance of rain in the forecast right here. You'll see it coming in early Wednesday morning. And again, we're expecting that chance to persist through Wednesday, through Thursday, maybe even Friday. We'll recap that in your 5-day forecast coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. Rick, back to you.